As Star Wars fans, there is no question that we are immensely excited about Hayden Christensen's return as Darth Vader in the upcoming Kenobi series. The show teases a possible rematch between the two. However, questions have been raised if his appearance will retcon the iconic duel between Vader and Obi Wan in A New Hope, as a meeting between the two in the years between Mustafar and the Death Star would contradict the events of A New Hope. This article from Screen Rant then goes on to propose that an interaction through their force bond between Vader and Kenobi could solve the issue, which would mean that Vader and Kenobi wouldn't physically meet until the events of A New Hope. Force bonds are a connection between two force-sensitive people, linking their mind through the force that allows both, typically master and apprentice, to better coordinate during battle. The most prominent and powerful example that we have seen is the bond between Rey and Kylo, where both of them can commune with each other despite being in separate parts of the galaxy. Screen Rant then proposes that this ability isn't unique to the dyad, as it would be used between Obi Wan and Anakin. However, this in itself is an issue, as an interaction between Vader and Kenobi through the Force bond undermines the significance of the dyad in the sequel trilogy. Not only that, but more questions are raised as to why we have not seen this Force bond between Obi Wan and Anakin before during the Clone Wars or Revenge of the Sith, where arguably both of them were at their height of their power. Not only that, but a force bond between master and apprentice isn't powerful enough to achieve this level of force communication. Instead, the effort in itself would most likely kill the force user, so I don't think this will be the case. A second theory that Screen Rant proposes is that Obi Wan will try to save Vader once again, adding fresh meaning to the line, "Obi Wan once thought as you do," spoken by Vader to Luke Skywalker in Return of the Jedi, as there has so far been no moments in which Obi Wan will try to save Vader. A second theory that Screen Rant proposes is that Obi Wan will try to save Vader once again, adding fresh meaning to the line, "Obi Wan once thought as you do," spoken by Vader to Luke Skywalker in Return of the Jedi, as there have so far been no moments in which Obi Wan tried to save Vader. However, Screen Rant has forgotten here that for a brief moment before the battle on Mustafar, Obi Wan attempts to reason with Anakin, before realizing that Anakin was too far gone. Instead, an attempt to directly save Vader would be outside Obi-Wan's original mission, which was to protect Luke. Any attempt at actively pursuing Vader would cause questions as to why Vader was not able to find Luke faster. I think what is more likely is that if there had to be an interaction between Vader and Obi-Wan, it would be through force projection. Very much like Luke's force projection in The Last Jedi against Kylo Ren, Obi-Wan could do something very similar while maintaining his distance, albeit at a much shorter distance so that the effort wouldn't kill him. Additionally, a confrontation between Obi-Wan and Vader would have to be done outside of Tatooine, as if Vader did meet Obi-Wan on the sandy planet, he would most likely detect Obi-Wan's true mission, just like Maul did in Rebels. Or, another option I think would be really interesting to see is that Obi-Wan and Vader will meet across a mental plane through the Force, whereby, in this mental connection through the Force, Obi-Wan and Vader would clash once again. So the way in which this would work is that both Force users will have to meditate and reach out to challenge each other, which means on screen, we would still get a battle between Vader and Obi-Wan without actually having them to meet. But this would require them to be in a relatively close proximity with each other, and connecting with each other wouldn't be through the Force bond, but through meditation, somewhat like battle meditation. So let me know what you think. What are your thoughts and predictions for the upcoming Kenobi series? Make sure to like and subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications. As always, I am the Lost Acolyte,
and I have spoken.